in hockey. I don't even watch the Leafs game.
Oh, okay. I thought if you saw the Marner one, you'd be using this.
Yeah, I think he's seen the highlight. We all saw the highlight. Pretty good pass.
I didn't even see that.
You didn't see it?
No, didn't.
All right.
It's not like a hockey show or anything.
Hey, Sam, don't watch it.
I think
Eichel
Eichel should have his stick ready for 50 of those passes there.
Oh, man.
It
was pretty to watch.
Did you guys just
Anyway,
find out
look,
the Marner's good? Was that you guys learned that
it's
last
fun.
night?
It's fun to watch and see who's going to be good, bad. I mean, I'm really excited to watch the matchup between Tkachuk in Ottawa and Matthews in Toronto. Who is the most valuable player to their team at season's end? That's the matchup I'm really excited to watch.
That'll be a good one.
Do you buy the pressure on Austin and the eyeballs now and the focus on him now that there's no Marner there?
Well, it's got to be on him. I mean, he's a superstar. You know, when you score the way he can score, 69 goals, was it? I mean, look, he's got to bounce back. He's not injured. He's 100% healthy, so I'm hearing. So I'm reading. If that's the case, yeah, the pressure should be squarely on him to produce. And it is, hey, it isn't all of them. It's on McDavid. It's on everybody. That's the top guy to produce. It's on Tkachuk in Ottawa. It's on Matthew. Well, he's going to be out for a while. But, I mean, all the stars, you get paid the money, you pay the price. You know, you got to be the guy.
Petey in Vancouver.
Ooh, that's a tough one. How many Canadians are on their team this year?
I don't know, but I do love that game.
But I've got to be careful. I took some serious heat in Vancouver. People there don't like me anymore because I made that comment, so I got to back up. Well, they don't like me in a lot of places because of this show. This show is killing my
Popularity.
My popularity window because of the show. Jeez.
Let's before we move on from the Leafs entirely, they got a weird spot going on their goal right now. Joe Woll absent, and we're not exactly sure why. Who will wish him well. James Reimer claimed as on a PTO, not claimed, signed to a PTO. Today.
Yeah, let's really hope the Wall thing is short term and he's okay, and whatever is going on, you wish him well. I love the Leafs goaltending going into the season. I said the same thing about the other kid last year. He's never done it long term. He had a hell of a year last year, so disappointing to get injured in the playoffs, but their goaltending is right there with the good teams in the league. So if they can get both of them going, Reimer's not the answer. Look, you love Reimer for the career he's had, but that's got to be a very, very short-term situation. And they've got to have great goaltending right out of the chute. You don't want to get behind. You don't want to get behind. We always say it. The first 20 games, if you're not in the playoffs, you're toast. 90% of the time, that's the case. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
By the way, I watched my old host, Jeff Merrick. He's wearing sunglasses now on the show. I've got the tints going, but they're not full on dark like Merrick. Is that a new thing with TV guys now, or what?
You should call him and ask him.
By the way,
Sam says Merrick was outside.
Just a correction. Berkey and he were on the other day. Just a simple correction. They talked about they were talking about wealthy owners and what it's like to deal with owners, and they asked what was the price Columbus and Minnesota paid for their expansion fee when they came in the NHL, and they said it was $200 million. Columbus and Minnesota paid $80 million for their franchises in the year 2000, not $200 million. And I looked the other day, I looked it up. Columbus are now worth a little over $1 billion.
And Kaprizov's going to get $80 million a year. So dollar figures have changed around the league.
Well, Leopold said we're not going to lose him. We're going to pay him. So I would have probably waited till the contract was almost done before I said that. But anyway, that happens.
Mac, do you see him turning down 16 but taking 18 million and everybody living happily ever after? Is that just as simple as that?
You know what? Are we moving in to the LeBron James era where LeBron goes to Cleveland, obviously plays in Cleveland, doesn't win in Cleveland, and finally moves on to Miami where he wins the championship. Then he goes to LA where he wins it was a little, it was a bubble championship, but he still won. And then he goes back to Cleveland and wins in Cleveland. I mean, are we in this thing now where if these superstars are going to say, I want to go where I've got a legitimate chance to win a cup? If you're going to have all that pressure on them, don't you go where you have the best chance to win? I hope he signs in Edmonton. I hope Kaprizov signs in Minnie, but they will be short-term deals in my opinion.
So we've gone this far and haven't talked about the Connor McDavid situation. Are you of the belief that he'll stay in Edmonton?
I don't know. I'm really surprised that it hasn't happened.
You're paid to know on this show.
Or at least pretend.
I think he does a short-term deal, but I don't think he ties up long-term. I think he's going to watch this. And look, Connor McDavid has got to win a Stanley Cup in his career. And, if he doesn't win a Stanley Cup, he's not going to be perceived as one of the greatest players in the history of the game. He's not. As simple as that, because a lot of it is now tied to winning. And, can he win? He'll make an observation if they're good enough to win. By the same token, Connor McDavid scored 7 goals last year in the playoffs. 7. That's not enough. If you're trying to lead your team to win a Stanley Cup, now he had a lot of assists, but 7 goals, he's got to do better than that. And he's obviously very capable of it. But
So
I was surprised.
What is the bat signal for him to be comfortable to sign a short-term deal compared to July 1st? What is that? A new goalie? A better defenseman? Isaac Howard getting off to a great start? Like, what is it?
I don't know what it is, to be quite honest. It's a tough question because, when I listen to him, I don't know him, but I really admire him as a player and what he does, the way he plays the game. I don't know what it is. I think he wants to believe they're a big time contender. That's what I think. That's what I think he wants to see. A big time contender. And
they are already 2 Stanley Cup finals. That's been covered. Now, there's a big difference between teams that are competitive for the Stanley Cup and then actually winning it, but nobody knows what that difference is. Is it one player, 2 players, or is it all of them collectively just playing better?
You can go somewhere else and be in the same boat. I mean, you could go to 5 teams you think are better than Edmonton and be in the same boat and not win. That's you run a Stanley Cup champion. It's a major hurdle to overcome.
Crapshoot. That's what it is. Just roll the dice.
Yeah, you're in one of the few teams that can do it. One of 5.
One of 5.
That's
one of
what
6.
You've got to be. That's what you got to be. And today, you would say he is. Now, are they close to Florida today? No, they're not close to Florida.